Yo, fragrance discounters are a wonderful thing. You don't have to pay retail for the majority of fragrances out there in order to have them into your collection. You can go to fragrance discounters and still get authentic products at a much lower price. A lot of times we're talking half the price. And as I've looked through my collection and looking at a lot of my favorite scents, I've kind of realized like a lot of the fragrances that I've picked up from discounters at a discounted price could easily be worth double that price, if not even a bit more, just because of how high quality they smell, how great they smell, how unique they are, how they're composed, and just overall how good of a scent they are all into one bundle. These 10 fragrances, in my opinion, I'd pay double the price for at discount prices. And so obviously I just kind of went through the criteria for this video in order for fragrances to make it into this list. They had to be high quality, they had to be composed well, they have to have good performance, and they just have to be all around really good fragrances. And of course, just, you know, that personal preference thing, I love all these fragrances, and so I would be okay with paying double the asking price that these go for on discounters. So if you guys like videos like this, make sure you get subscribed to the channel down below and hit that bell icon so you're notified of when I put these videos out. And also, while you're at it, go give me a follow over on Instagram so that way you can keep up with me over there as well. I really do appreciate it. And I will link all of these fragrances down below to Fragrance X, which is a very popular discounter. I would say kind of they offer the best balance between having the lowest prices and also the fastest shipping. You'll usually get your product within a couple days of ordering it, and their prices are pretty much unbeatable. So all the fragrances that we talk about, again, will be linked down there. It'll take you to Fragrance X. You can go through them and get a nice discount on these. And again, in my opinion, these are all at a really solid price, so much so that I would even pay double if I had to. Luckily, because of discounters, we don't, but hey, these are really good. So let's not waste any more time. Let's hit it. Starting off with the first fragrance, we have Million Prive. So I really talked about this one a lot here in fall. The reason why is because I think from a designer brand, which especially gets a lot of hate, this is a fragrance that really came out on top and just blew everyone out of the water and just smelled so good. It's a 1 million flanker, and of course 1 million at this point is not really the most, well-respected fragrance in terms of, it being artistic or creative. It's got a bit of a playful, very sweet, juvenile aspect to it, like a lot of Paco Rabanne fragrances, Invictus, and so on. But for me, 1 Million Prive is a really well-done flanker. It just kind of makes something a bit different. It's a sweet, warm, spicy fragrance. You get this nice cinnamon in here. I believe there's apple as well. And it just creates something that smells like fall. It smells like the season of fall, the leaves changing, all that stuff. Quality is fantastic. The performance is great. All in all, this is a great bang for your buck fragrance, and one that I would recommend most of you guys to get in your collection. 1 Million Prive. I'd pay double the price for it if I had to. Second fragrance up, we have Mancera Hindu Kush. So on discounters, I believe you're looking at around $100 for this one. Like for most Manceras, they do retail for $180, and for me, I would pay close to $200 for this fragrance. I really would, because it is that good. It's got amazing quality, it's got amazing performance, very strong, and it also just has good complexity. It is what you would expect to get out of a niche fragrance, a luxury product, right? It's not your run-of-the-mill designer, which smells the same as everything else, right? This is different, this is fun, and this is just a nice scent to wear if you want to change it up and smell something that is out of the ordinary. It's a nice, spicy, woody fragrance primarily, nice smoky patchouli in here, a nice green herbal cannabis note. This stuff is so well done. It's one of my favorites from Mancera, and again, the quality, performance, composition, and everything about this fragrance is 100% worth around $100 on discounters, but if I had to, I'd pay $200 for this one. This thing is a great scent. Moving right along, we have Lacoste L'Homme. So I believe this one goes for around that $30 range on discounters, which is really solid and is a really competitive price point. $30 is not a lot of money for a fragrance. Mostly you're going to be looking in that $50 to $60 range and above if you want to get something that's really solid a lot of the times. Of course, not always. There's plenty of cheapy fragrances kind of in the $20, $30 range that are great. But usually if you want to get something that's going to be really nice, you're going to be paying more than around $30. But this is one of those exceptions where for about $30, you can get a fragrance that's amazing, nice creamy orange is primarily what I get out of this fragrance. And it's just great for spring, even great for early summer as well before it gets too hot. It's It's got quite a bit of depth to it. It is different. It is something that you haven't smelled every day and everywhere. And I would pay $60, $65 for this one easily because it does smell that good. It does have that good quality. Performance is acceptable as well. But again, you can get this one for around $30, $35. This is a great fragrance, and it is at a steal of a price. Moving right along, we have Azzaro Pour Homme Intense, another one that is at around the same price point, $30, $35, and is one of my favorite fragrances in this price point. Last winter, you guys heard me talk about this one of my personal favorites for winter, period, just out of everything. This is that good of a scent at this low of a price. It takes just a little bit of that original Azzaro Pour Homme DNA, but it makes it a bit more warm and spicy with this boozy note in here, this nice cinnamon, so it's cinnamon and a boozy note. And man, does it smell so good. This is such a cozy, warm, and just kind of wintry, festive, cuddly type of fragrance. It is good stuff. It's very high quality. It's got this bit of an upscale smell to it, to where even though it is kind of cuddly and warm, you could also wear it dressed up and, you know, to an event or something like that and still smell appropriate and fit the bill for that. So it's got a lot of versatility to it. Great quality, great performance, and for $30, $35, this is one of the best fragrances you can buy for winter, in my opinion. And like I said, I'd easily pay double the price for this one. If you guys don't have this one, strongly consider giving this one a shot. It's one of my personal favorites. I know a lot of you guys would really appreciate this one as well. Moving right along, we have John Varvatos Vintage. So for John Varvatos, they have a lot of great scents. The thing with them is a lot of times their fragrances will be out of stock on discounters quite a bit. If you look right now, last time I checked Fragrance X, they don't have all that many of them in stock and available. So, you know, when I was putting this video together, I knew that I could pick just about any John Varvatos fragrance and put it in the video because they're all solid. And Vintage is one that I really, really do like. It's got this almost like woodsy kind of green type of smell, but with some depth as well. It's got, I believe, fur in here, giving it that woodiness that I'm talking about. It just smells masculine and like something that you could wear for anything. Again, versatility is very high, around that $30 range as well, I believe is what these go for. $30, $35, maybe even a bit less. And they're getting an amazing quality scent for that price. Something that is unique, that is different, that is very versatile. Performance could be a little bit better from most John Varvatos, but for the price, you can't beat this stuff. It's amazing. And again, I'd easily pay double the price that this one goes for. It is super solid. John Varvatos fragrances are a must-have. And really quickly, I do want to let you guys know that my fragrance launch with Navitus Parfums is available on their website. We have Soleil Matin and Rêve Nuit. Soleil Matin is a citrus-based, compliment-getting type of fragrances, kind of what my direction for the scent was. I was the creative director of both of these. I had full creative control, so I wanted one of them to be a compliment-based fragrance, because I know that's what a lot of you guys would really want to see, just something you could wear out and get compliments. Rêve Nuit is more of a cooler weather date night scent, so it's really a great contrast. It's a great duo. You can pick both of them up and it won't be repetitive or redundant. You can use one for daytime, going to work and going to school, and then you can break the other one out in the evenings when you have a date or something like that. And what's important is for a limited time, we're running a sale where if you buy one, you get 30% off. If you buy both of them, you get 50% off. That means that you will get 2 fragrances created by a total of 4 renowned master perfumers for $195 for a limited time. That is an insane deal. We're not running this much longer, so make sure you take advantage of that. Hit the links down below. Go check them out. 2 fragrances I've worked really hard on the past 8 and 9 months, and I can't wait for you guys to try them. I know you're going to love them. Quality is great, performance is great, and what can I say? They turned out great. I love both of them, and I know you guys will too. Moving along, we have Men Prive. So this one goes for right at $50 on discounters. It's usually where it's always at, pretty much dead on, like $50. And it's a nice whiskey leather scent, and it is a great one. It honestly smells pretty high end for about $50, which isn't a lot of money either. Realistically, I mean, you guys know how niche fragrances can get when you really get up in there. But for a designer, $50, that's not bad. This could be double the price, I think. I mean, it's got great quality. Performance, it could be a little bit better, but in terms of composition, uniqueness, the blend of notes, and of course, like I mentioned already, the quality, this screams a $100 fragrance to me. I'd pay that if I had to. Luckily, we don't, but it is a really solid scent. I'm sure most of you guys have it, but if you don't, one to check out for the cooler months. Up next, we have Bvlgari Man in Black. So this one is a nice rum, spicy, semi-sweet scent. Now, if you look at the name, of course, the bottle, you have this matte black down here, this gloss black up top, and then the kind of gold-ish accenting on all of it. And that is basically, in combination with the name, the perfect way to describe the fragrance. Man in Black, and you see this bottle, it just screams this like sleek, well put together guy wearing an amazing smelling fragrance, and that's exactly what this one is. Super sexy, great scent. Actually, one that I've really been enjoying a lot here recently, just to wear on myself and to spray it on and enjoy it. That spiciness is amazing. That booziness gives it a bit of an addictive quality and a little bit of a sweetness in here as well, making it perfect for wintertime here coming up especially. Not that expensive on discounters, and easily it can be worth double the price. Great quality and all around, just in one package, a great scent. Let's keep this moving here. Up next we have Pure Excess Night by Paco Rabanne. Caramel, myrrh, and this spicy note up top, and I'm struggling to recall it off the top of my head, but it is a note that is can be a bit challenging to some people and kind of off-putting, and then you're left with that nice sweet caramel, myrrh, kind of sweet balsamicness that this one has. Touches of gourmand qualities as well, but like I said, you have to get past that cumin note. I think that's probably what does it in for a lot of people, and I don't want to say that they went wrong with this fragrance by the inclusion of that note, because I don't mind it, but I would say that that is something that does put a lot of people off. Wait till the dry down before you scrub it off and say this isn't for you, because I can promise you the dry down of this fragrance is where it's at. This is one of my favorites, and again, from Paco Rabanne, you're not expecting them to be putting out stuff that's this good, but they are. This one is amazing. Second to last fragrance we have here is Versace Pour Homme, or Versace Signature, which is very fitting for this fragrance. Easily could be a signature scent all year round type of thing. Goes for, you know, right around, I think, $40 on discounters for a 100 ml. You can get these 200 mils for, you know, probably $55, $60 or something like that. So very affordable, and is really the way to go if you're going to get it, in my opinion, if you think you're going to wear it a lot, which it's easy to do so, and could easily be worth double the price. I mean, this stuff is priceless. You can wear it for literally anything, anytime, anywhere. Come on. Versace Pour Homme. What are you doing if you don't have this one? Grab yourself a bottle and treat yourself. Amazing scent for anything. Last fragrance we're going to be talking about today is Encre Noire by Lalique. This one is a vetiver fragrance that goes for $20, $25 on discounters. Easily could be $50, $50, $55, $60, I would even say. It is that good. The quality is great. The vetiver in here is amazing. And you don't get fragrances this good for this price normally. So scoop this one up if you want a nice high quality vetiver scent without breaking the bank. $20, $25, maybe even pushing $30 depending on the deals going on. Unbeatable. So guys, that was going to do it for me. That was 10 fragrances which are worth double the price, in my personal opinion, when we're talking about discounter websites. If you were to go to the retail sites of all of these and then do the same video, it's pushing it there, because most of these are retailing for $100. And, you know, that's a lot of money to say a lot of these are worth $200+. So at discounter prices, these are worth double. In my opinion, all amazing scents that I can definitely recommend for you guys to check out. A lot of them here, especially for the upcoming cooler winter months. So that's it for me, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget, all the fragrances will be linked down below if you want to check any of these out, pick any of these up. You guys know what to do. Hit those links down there. And don't forget to check out my fragrance launch. I was the creative director of these two amazing scents, Rêve Nuit and Soleil Matin with Navitus Parfums. Buy one, you get 30% off. You buy both, you get 50% off for a limited time only. So make sure you take advantage of that as well. That's it for me, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Stay safe, stay healthy. We'll see you tomorrow with another one. Take care.